Hi beautiful people, my name is Gift and you're welcome to Gift and Couture. So in today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you how to sew this beautiful two-piece that you're seeing on your screen. I actually made it for my daughter, so I decided to record every scene. So if you watch this video till the end, you see how the two-piece is on my daughter. And I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel, and to my new subscribers, thank you so much. So let's get started. So what you are going to be doing is to get a fabric. Actually, this is part of my fabric. I didn't measure the remaining yards, so let's just assume it's just like 1 yard. So you're going to fold it diagonally. Just pick the fabric like the way you're seeing, fold it diagonally. Even if you are going to sew for yourself, this is still how you are going to fold it. All right, so when you fold it, you are going to place it on your table. You can go ahead and iron it. So from there, you're going to measure your shoulder measurement, fold it in a way that it will, if you divide your shoulder measurement into two, it will contain. So from there, you are going to go ahead and mark your half length. So for my daughter, half length is 9. I'll mark it, and at top length, for this particular top length, I decided to use 15 inches. Okay, because I saw, based on how the style is, the front is kind of low and the back is kind of high, so I'll be using 15 inches. So from my shoulder downward, I'm going to go ahead to divide our shoulder measurement into two, which is 8. Divided into 2, I'll mark 4 there. Just that's to get our armhole. And on the shoulder line, I also went ahead to mark 4 inches, then connected it like that. So now on that line, which is also known as the across chest for adult, I'm going to go ahead and divide our chest measurement into 4 and then mark it. Remember, I didn't use the actual measurement, I added 1 inch to it, and then I also added the seam allowance. So from the top line, you're going to connect it to that chest area, just like what you are seeing on the screen. So on the shoulder, I'm going to go ahead to mark 2 inches to get a neck width, and I'll still come down by 2 inches as well, but you're going to connect it from the chest measurement to the neckline. So I'll still come down by 2 inches, but if your child or if the person you are sewing for is up to 2 years, this measurement is still okay. 2 years and above is still okay. So though my baby is 1 year, so I just went ahead to connect the armhole like this, because if you leave it, you won't be able to sew it. So you're going to create a little armhole and then connect it. That armhole should be like 1 inch, where it will be convenient for you to sew, just like that. Okay, so because I'll be doing a little pleat on the neckline, I'm just going to leave it like this. This is how I'm going to do a little pleat. So I'll just go ahead and cut the back. So like I said, the back is kind of high, so I'll just cut everything aside from the length. So the length, I increase it by 3 inches. I'm just going to connect it from the side down to where I mark 3 inches. So go ahead and connect yours. So when you're done, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. So go ahead and cut yours. So when you are done, let's continue. So based on how the style is, the front is kind of up a little, so I'm just going to go in by 2 inches to reduce the front. So just watch. So I'll mark 2 inches there and then connect it to the side slantly. All right, go ahead and do the same thing. Just connect it just like what you're seeing on the screen, and then go ahead and cut it. So now that you are done, let's continue. Based on how the style is, the back is kind of low, so you are going to come down by 6 inches. So I came down by 6 inches and connected it to the armhole side. So go ahead and do the same thing. Just watch what I'm doing. So when you are done, just cut it out, and that's it. Go ahead and do the same thing. So when you are done cutting, it should look like this. So this is how the back is. You're just going to go ahead and tape it. Just follow me, you see what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and cut the trouser. So you're going to go ahead and fold your fabric into 2. When you are done, measure the length of your trouser. For her length is 15 inches, and then to get a hip, I mark 5 inches. And then to get her thigh, I use 6.5 because she's still wearing diapers. So if your child is like 3 years old, you can use 4 inches for, because she's no more wearing diapers, you get, and then you can use 5.5 as the thigh length. On the waist length, divide our waist into 4, and whatever you have, measure the same thing on the hip length and on the thigh length. All right, so you're going to measure the same thing on the thigh length. So on that thigh length, you are going to go out by 2 inches. So for her, I use 8 inches as a thigh length because it's Ankara and I want it to be a little free on her. So the measurement you have on your crotch length or your thigh length, you're going to take it down to the length of your trouser and mark it for our own. Our own is 8, and then you're going to go ahead and divide that 8 into 2 to get your trouser middle. So go ahead and mark the same thing all the way to the length of your trouser. So when you are done, you're going to go ahead and cut it out. So when you are done cutting, you're going to go ahead and fold the hemline just like what you're seeing on the screen. And for her, I used 2 inches because she's still growing and I'm definitely going to lose it out as time goes on. So fold it just like what you're seeing on the screen to give you a neat finishing instead of squeezing at the ankle. All right, so you're going to go ahead and divide your ankle into 2, divide our ankle into 2, and then mark it on this side. For her, I used 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So that 5, I'll just share it on this side and on the other side. Remember, I've already marked the middle. So you're going to connect it to your crotch length just like what you're seeing on the screen, and then you are good to go. Now that you are done, just go ahead and open the side, and then let's go ahead and cut the back. Make sure you notch your hemline just like what you're seeing on the screen. I mean the both sides. Okay, so for the back, you are going to fold your fabric into 2 and extend the crotch length like that, and then on that crotch length, you're going to use 2 inches. You're going to use 2 inches all the way, 2 inches on the knee length, 2 inches on the ankle, on the hip length, all the way downward. And from the thigh length, you're going to use 2 inches as well because you are going to be adding elastic on the waist length. Okay, even on the waist length, you're going to use 2 inches. All right, so on that waist, you are going to go up by 1 inch. We do this even on adult trousers too. So you're going to go up by 1 inch and connect it slantly. So when you are done, just go ahead and cut it out. Please follow this method. So just like the way we trim this side, you are going to go ahead and do the same thing as well. So after cutting, it should look like this. Just watch what you are seeing. Okay, now on the hemline, you are still going to go ahead and fold the back as well, like I said, so that it will be easier and your sewing will be relaxed. All right, go ahead and notch it just like what you're seeing on the screen, and then let's go ahead and start sewing. So since we added 2 inches, you're going to sew half an inch. Just mark up an inch just like what you're seeing on the screen. Mark it and go ahead and sew it as well. Just follow the way I mark it, go ahead and sew it. So when you are done sewing, it should look like this. Now you're going to open the back. We are not putting pockets, so you are going to open the back like this and then place the front on it. So you are going to sew the sides half an inch. You can see the way I joined them together. Go ahead and sew half an inch on this side, half an inch on the other side. So when you are done, you're going to join the inner leg together, and then you're going to start sewing from the hemline down to the thigh line, and from the other side down to the thigh line. Okay, so when you are done, it should look like this. Here I've gone ahead to iron it properly. Go ahead and do the same thing as well. You can even go ahead and weave yours. All right, so the next thing is to join the trouser together just like this. Hold it together and then measure your waist. So for our waist is 12 inches, that's times 2, which is 24. All right, that means I added excess measurement, let's say 2 inches, because our waist normally is 19 inches. So now I've gone ahead to cut the band. Go ahead and do the same thing. So the width of the band that I cut is actually 3.5. That's 3.5, and you are just going to go ahead and fold it like this. I've shown you how to. If you've been following me, when you are done, fold the actual band and then you use the other side to fold it back. So this is the elastic. Elastic is 1 inch, and the width of the band that I folded is 1.34 is because you can't fold the actual 1 inch. All right, So now I'm going to go ahead and start sewing. Go ahead and pick the back of the trouser. You're going to start sewing from there. So you're going to place this band. That's the first side that you iron. You're going to place it and then you're going to sew it round. So when you are done, let's continue. So I've gone ahead to sew it here. I've gone ahead to sew the band here and everything stops at the back. The joining stops at the back and then you're just going to fold it back. This is why ironing is very important. You're going to fold it back and then you're going to turn it to sew from front. Sew it from the front. Turn it like this and sew from the front. All right. So when you are done, let's continue. So after I was done sewing, I left a space at the back where I did the joining. All right, that's the back where I did the joining. I created a little space where the elastic is going to pass through. Go ahead and do the same thing. So you're going to go ahead and pass the elastic. So when you are done passing the elastic, this will help you determine how you want the waist to be depending on the measurement. So for her, I didn't want it to be too tight and that exactly was okay. I can't tell you what to use, but you know depending on the measurement. So you are just going to top stitch it properly. So when you are done, it should look like this. Next thing, you can go ahead and top stitch the band. Like you are going to open the stretched out the band like this. So in the middle of that band. So I've gone ahead to do that. So next thing is to go ahead and fold the hemline that you're going to sew it. So yeah, I've gone ahead to sew it and I've gone ahead to iron it properly. Go ahead and do the same thing. Next thing is to go to the upper part. So here I've gone ahead to cut this piece on bias. You're going to cut it on bias and then you're going to take the back. If you don't have enough fabric to cut on bias, you can use bias itself and then you're going to turn it where it will be convenient for you to put half an inch elastic. All right, so now the band that I cut is just like the bias is 1 inch, so I'm just going to fold it into two for me to pass the elastic. So here I've gone ahead to use it to turn the back and there this is me passing the elastic. Go ahead and do the same thing as well. Pass the elastic and stretch it out depending on the measurement you are working with. So you definitely know if it's going to be too tight or too loose. I can't tell you because I don't know the measurement you'll be working with. So here I've also gone ahead to pipe the neckline as well. You're going to go ahead and do the same thing. That's for the front. And I've also done little pleat. Like I said, I told you I'm going to do little pleat on the front. Go ahead and do the same thing. And this side again, this is also the front. We need to pipe the armhole because it is the rope from the armhole we are going to use to tie at the back. So here I've gone ahead to cut a little bias, which is like 2.5 inches, and then I'm going to go ahead and fold it into two. Now the length of this bias is actually 21 inches, and then you can decide to cut it more if you want it to be a little longer. First thing first, you're going to fold it like what you are seeing on the screen. Go ahead and fold it all the way. Remember, you are cutting two of this, so turn it to the other side and continue folding. Let's say you are folding like half an inch, all right, or 0.4. So go ahead and fold it till the end, and then when you are done, you can now fold the actual bias into two. This will help it will be convenient for you to sew the armhole, and beside cutting it on bias, it's even easier. All right, so you're going to go ahead and open it. Since you've already folded it, open it like this and then insert it on the armhole. Then you're going to sew it all the way and then sew it down to the hem of that bias. Okay, so go ahead and do the second one. Here I've gone ahead to do it. I've gone ahead to sew it, and now this is it. Now at the tip I also top stitch it properly. Go ahead and do the same thing as well. So now that we are done, we are going to tie it. You can leave it till when you are done, but this is how you are going to do after the person has worn it. Okay, So when you've gotten to this point, next thing is to go ahead and join the sides. You can see how the back is stretchy because of the elastic. You are going to go ahead and join the sides and then sew it downward. Go ahead and do the same thing. So when you are done, you are going to go ahead and sew the hemline. And when you are done, it should look like this. Here I've gone ahead to weave it, I've ironed it, I've weaved the inner joining like the same, with the hemline and then sew it round. So if you've come to this point, thank you so much for watching, and do well to subscribe so that you can always get notified whenever I post a new video. Anyways, I'll be posting more of my daughter's videos, like sewing tutorials of her clothes. So this is how the dress is on her. I hope you love it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please drop a lovely comment in the comment section, and thank you so much for doing so. Thank you. Bye bye. I was even telling her to model it for me. Baby was crying. Anyways, that's cool. Bye. See you in my next video.